I don't know where that car is, Jenna. Huh? Who? I don't know. Look like something chasing it. Huh? I know, he just brought me the remote. I don't know where that car is. Where's your car at? Hmm? Damn. Go put that in the chase room. Here, let me put it in the chase room. Take it to the chase room. Go put it on his bed. Said she about to go get a haircut. And then she said she gonna hit me after she get a haircut. Huh?
You taking it back today, right?
I mean, he don't sound like he's tripping. But we'll take it back tomorrow. I know he was just saying that he needed to get his admissions, and I just haven't got that. Oh, I see.
She got the photos and shit. And I found she won't do her midterm.
Damn, already?
She picked up 7 classes. She stressed the fuck out. Her brother did tutor on her one day. Her brother did tutor on her one day.
What's she going back to school for?
If you know she get her.
Oh.
Fuck, I can't remember what.
I know.
Like she did.
Okay. The same shit they want D to do.
So they want to do the same shit?
I thought so, yeah.
But in order to run a funeral home, you gotta be licensed. You gotta have, so she gotta have her degree in that.
These years, I think.
Yeah. So that was a lot. They have her.
You found your controller? Saturday. Same day as the tournament, ain't it?
Yep. It's one fucking day.
And that shit literally probably gonna be all day later.
All fucking day. Because it's a one-day tournament. It's gonna be just like the last one. But the good thing is, if you get the championship back, you automatically get green. You got different colors. You automatically get something.
If you come in second place.
Yeah. I just want them to play so you can get one. And I was trying to find like if he do start getting too shit.
Like a little case or something.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking with his I kept on his jersey since he was playing. I want to just let me quit. But I ain't say he graduated whenever he stopped playing Mayo too. That'd be a really nice. That's a really nice thing. I meant to tell Sierra, I seen somebody that make these to show him an MVP. The thing, but I said, what if they get a chain somewhere? Like a team logo on it? It's like a big, like. Stop trying to get your big ass in here!
He gonna get in there.
And then get mad because he can't get
Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia, and
Yeah,
Jones
'cause he
C.
can't get in
Edwards
there.
Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Marshall Thundering Herd. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Gets set, first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type thing. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try it over the left side. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Now on the move. Can anyone catch him? Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off, because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. A run for the quarterback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass hits, picked off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Right back to it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd down after the run. Looking downfield, it's Bradfield. Got it set up on the outside. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. On the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll test the right side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Running behind that left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 72 yards, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia State 7, Marshall 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give on the counter. On the move at the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with...
Lofts one high indeed. Got it inside the 10. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Back to throw, it's Bradfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they've baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Got him downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking for a man. It's Bradfield. Zings it complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They're going to run it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Buys a little time. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the red zone, it's Hurtado. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Marshall!
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum. Going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Corners are going to bail. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in the hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It is good! And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's Bradfield. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's off to the races. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Running back searching for a hole.
Ball carried by the running back. Pickup of 2. Second down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up third down.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Unloads to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. This is a designed run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Quarterback now breaking the field. Underneath toast of coverage. Got it deep downfield. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia State 24, Marshall 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt to give it back and just leave here with the double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. To the ground with the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Right back to the well. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did, Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Leaves it with the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Bradfield. He's taking a deep shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Here comes the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just getting the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.